people, how are we all? My name is Lucy and this is my channel, The Sewing Gardener. A very big welcome if you are new here, and welcome back to all of my subscribers or people that have watched me before. It's so lovely to be back. It's been a while. I seem to say that every time I film a vlog most lately, but yeah, I promised a October Make Some Plans vlog. I haven't done that, apologies. I do have Make Some Plans for October, I just haven't filmed it. But yes, I will get onto that soon. But today I am part of the vlogger tour for the Sew Upcycle 25 challenge that is running over on Instagram. So it's Friday the 10th currently. I have just finished work and I thought if I don't film this vlog, my slot, I think you're watching it Tuesday or Wednesday next week, I wouldn't know when it was going to get done. So here we are. But yes, as I say, I've digressed already. So sorry. This is the Sew Upcycle 25 challenge, which is being run on Instagram by the very lovely ladies who are Karen from Sew Little Time and Becky, who is Notes from the Sewing Room over on Instagram. I will put their names on the screen and in the comments, because if you take part in this challenge, you could be in with winning a wonderful prize. And to do that, you would need to tag both Karen and Becky on your makes. So what is the challenge? The challenge is about making an upcycled garment or bag. Excuse me. And to do that, you can use anything other than new fabric or fabric scraps. I believe that's the only criteria, that you can't use that. So no new fabric, no fabric scraps, but you could use a garment that you've previously made. Maybe you don't wear it and you'd like to make it into something new. You could use a duvet, you could use a tablecloth, tea towels if you so wished, maybe even towels if you wanted to make them toweling garment, anything like that you can use. What you then need to do is obviously make your garment and reveal it on the 31st of October. And as I say, you'd need to tag both Karen from Sew Little Time and Becky from Notes from, it is Notes from the Sewing Room, isn't it? Notes from the Sewing Room. Yeah, there's underscores in Becky's and there's dots in between Karen's, but as I say, I'll put them on the screen. You need to include a photo of what your make was before. So whether that is a tablecloth, how it was before, and how it is now once you've made it. You need to do that, and the reveal date for that is on the 31st of October. You can post makes during that, not post your makes, but you can post you making it on your stories or whatever in your feed, but you would then use the hashtag SewUpcycle25whip. But well, yeah, when you post your make, you need to tag both of the ladies and then include the hashtag. So hashtag, so I'm looking at it on my board, SewUpcycle25. So yes, I think that's the general rules. So what was I thinking of doing for this challenge? Well, today I have worn this to work. I was actually going to film this vlog before work because it's Friday. Don't know if I already said that, Friday the 10th. And I worked today. And I was going to try and film it before work. And I started and then things happened and I didn't get it finished. And then I ran out of time. So I went to work in this. Now I've put this on purposely because it is the McCall's. Couldn't find my pattern this morning either. That was partially why I ran out of time, because I was looking for the pattern. I made this back in 2022 and I made it for the Sew Yellow for Endo challenge, I think. It's a jumbo cord in a mustardy yellow. I call it my Winnie the Pooh outfit for reasons you'll see now. And it's the McCall's M8243. If I step back, you'll see that it is a jumpsuit. And it has pockets and it's got these lovely coppery buttons all the way down. I think it's got pockets on the back. It's got a vent there. And yeah, so this is, as I say, I've affectionately labelled this my Winnie the Pooh outfit. It's also got a pocket there, which I think is a tad high. Anyway, I didn't wear it an awful lot, so I thought I'd wear it today because my plan was to make it into a jacket. So you just cut it off here, obviously lose the pockets, but you've got all the buttons, everything's already done. Look, it's all done because obviously I made it. And then you just need to add the waistband, of which I was going to use some of the tries legs. So anyway, I told my husband and my daughter my plans, not together. No, they went in the room at the same time, and they said I would be a bit stupid if I did that. So they really like it, and they said I'd be a fool. So I'm now in a dither because I don't know what I was going to do for this challenge. But that was my plans. And if you have something similar, you could absolutely do that. That would be class as an entry for the challenge. But yeah, so my plans are now slightly scuppered. However, I will tell you what I've done for the past couple of years. So a few years ago, I had two pairs of skinny jeans that I no longer liked. I think they still fitted, but although a bit snug, because they were quite a few years old. And I made them into a denim skirt. I'll see if I can find a picture and put them in here. So I did that a couple of years ago for this challenge. So yes, you can absolutely use bought ready-to-wear garments that you no longer like, or if you had a charity shop find or something, you could use that to upcycle and enter into this challenge. And then last year I had grand plans, which didn't happen. I think I ran out of time. And also, I'm going to be brutally honest, I dyed 2 garments. I'll put a picture of the one here, and I really wish I'd never done it, because what I was going to do was I made the Tilly and the Buttons Marnie in this cotton yellow fabric. It was very nice actually, but I made the dress too short. The dress, even though I lengthened it, it was still very short on me. It felt very 60s style, and I don't like overly short things on me anymore. And what I should have done was made that into a blouse. But I thought, no, I've got some dye, I will dye it. But the dye was quite old. It should have been a black, but don't think it really worked. Well, it didn't really work because it made that garment green. So it was more of a bluey black, it seemed to come out, and the fabric was hideous. So it went into the recycling bag for our charity shop. So yeah, I never did actually enter last year. And the other garment that I dyed was a blouse that I made. Again, I can put a picture in up here. I didn't like the colouring on me. Well, you'll see it's a browny colour. The fabric is lovely. It was from Hey So Sister, and it came in one of their project boxes, I think. And I like the blouse, and I've made the blouse a couple of times. It was the Madswick blouse, but this one was long sleeve, and I put that in to dye as well, and that came out a grey colour, but the thread was polyester, which I didn't think about, and of course the polyester doesn't dye in the washing machine, so the grey garment with this brown thread again just didn't like, and I think I've got rid of that, which now thinking about it is a shame, because I should have kept the croissant buttons. They had little croissant. I will have a look for that and see if I've got it, and if I've got it, I'll show you what it looks like up here. I always leave this space for photos. So that's what I've made. I don't think I've made anything else for this challenge previously, but they would have been my last 2 years at least, maybe 3. But I will show you something that I've made, which would have been classified as an entry, but I made this years and years ago. I think probably my husband worked for this lady probably 10 years ago now, and she found out that I sewed, and she used to do a lot of sewing, and she had bags of fabric that she didn't want, and within the fabric was a pair of curtains that had seen better days. Where they hang on the wall and the sun's got them, it started to disintegrate the fabric. But it was in the bag, and I made this skirt out of a pair of curtains. And the amount of people that have asked me when I've worn it to work where I've got it from, they've asked whether it was a Bowden or a sea salt, and I was like, no, it was a pair of curtains. And I even had a old zip that I took off a garment that I don't even know where that zip came from, and you can see I never actually did finish it properly because it's a high-waisted skirt. The pattern is from one of the Great British Sewing Bee books, but I never actually did put the whatever those tag things are called. What are they called? You know the ones I mean, where they clip, where you do trousers and skirts. Hook and eye. They never had any. I've never actually sewn that on, and I must have made this. I used to wear it to work in my previous job, and I was there 9 years ago. So, and it was made before that. So yeah, you could make. See, you could find a fabulous pair of curtains and make a skirt or anything else. So that's basically the challenge. So we can. What am I going to make now? I'm really not sure. Anywho, well, I can run through the, all the information can be found on Instagram. I will put the rules up here as well for you, and I'll put the information in the comments. But basically, you can, it's to upcycle a garment. That can be a ready-to-wear garment, as I said. It can be any fabric that you have. It can't be new fabric though, that's the only thing. So no new fabric and no fabric scraps. Two very important things there. You reveal your make on the 31st of October. You tag in the lovely ladies who are Karen from Sew Little Time and Becky, who is Notes from the Sewing Room, on your make, and you could be in with a chance of winning a wonderful prize. Thank you to the lovely ladies for opening up the vlogger tour. I hope I've done your challenge justice. I am now just scuppered because I don't know what I'm going to do, and I've still got my dressmaker's ball dress to make, and behind me I've still got my Fizz dress to finish. So I thought this would be a quick win, but I've been told no. But anywho, never mind. The next vlogger on the vlogger tour tomorrow, if you're watching this in real time when they are released, is the lovely Sam from Sew Let's Sparkle, who I will be seeing at the weekend over Fizz. So that will be equally lovely too. I hope to get another vlog out to you soon to show you what I made and did in September, and what my plans are, and what I've made for Fizz, and what I'm planning to make for the dressmaker's ball. But we'll see. Anyway, lovely to see you all. Remember to look after your skin. Even though it's winter, you still need to look after it, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.